the 10 that I help, that's from the least closest all the way down to the closest. Each year, year after year after year, I'm figuring out, I'm finding shit. Each year, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Yeah. My career ain't going right and shit because I'm focusing on the outside instead of what's camp. I'm sharing tears and crying inside the camp. You can't do that. As a fighter, you got to eat, breathe, and sleep it because this is a dangerous business. We're risking our lives. And then just imagine you risking your life going in there. You supposed to be focused, but you thinking on what's going on the outside and what happened because you can't get it together because you can't believe what's happening. Right. Like over and over and over. And you just thinking about all the shit you done from these people that they would have never been in where they are. Yeah. You know what I mean? In certain situations if it wasn't for you. And you didn't ask for nothing. You didn't get a dime. I'd have spent millions on people. You know what I'm saying? Over the year, you know what I'm saying? Over the years and then calculating it up. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then with a person that ain't got no money, they asking you for money. And then when something don't go right, what's the main thing they say? You always talking about money. Why it always got to be a money? Motherfucker, you asking me for money. That's when you go back and tell them, man, I did this for you. I did. Why it always got to be about money? Right. Say what? Why is this conversation when you come to me it's always about money? You know, that's another thing you get tired of. But, you know, I had to go through so much and then him and then him and one of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta hear this one.
Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my childs because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in. They had a cap on it, so she wanted to move to California.
Oh,
see, that's where all the girls go
that's
to.
What, California
because
got
them
the
lawyers out there waiting on.
Beastly work. Beastly work. All types of just disgustingness. 400 racks knocked you over the head, big guy. Gosh. Fuck, man. I already know he's about to say some crazy shit.
And the laws is a woman is innocent until proven guilty, and a man is guilty until proven innocent. Good luck. And don't have no money because they're gonna extort you. Yeah. You understand me? Judges and lawyers knowing each other and all that, and I'm telling you, know, and these times, motherfuckers freaking out here. They probably having sex with each other and shit and coming on and hitting your case down. You know what I mean? I done been through so much, bro. And to go through that and to have somebody that you done taken care of for years, a person, she was a person that lost her job she'd tell everybody she a CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the low in the hospital if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain part that you really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't wipe it right. He still stink. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's funny and they're laughing, but you wiped her. You know what I mean? You wiped her. So, you know? It's rough, dog. I mean, I guess like when you think about it, you can't really feel sorry for some of these guys, especially when you're looking at some of these celebrity guys. And I like Deontay Wilder. I think he's a cool guy, but you know, situations where you're putting yourself in bad places with not so good people, especially people that are dating everyone in the industry. So a lot of these gals and guys date the same people. They date each other. And you would think people learn their lessons, but it's like some people just have like magic snatches or something. I don't know, dog.
And now you lose your job, you finna become homeless, and you got two people you taking care of. So I end up getting her and moving her with me. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And helped her out and all that stuff. And this is how you repay me? Dang. I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father. Right. I went in so hard, bro.
You lost right there. You lost right there. I'm going to hold the comments, though. But you lost right there, dog.
Oh, I went in so hard because I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit up.
Yeah.
And, you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing. You ain't even my son for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn. That has to take a toll.
I put her in my wheel as well too.
Yeah.
You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't there now.
Yeah, man.
I hope that still ain't.
One time the dude told me,
You're putting your girlfriend in your will? What's going on? What are we doing?
one time the son said, you ain't my daddy. Now that's one thing you don't say
That's a classic, by the way.
to a man
Right.
that ain't your daddy. Don't
Right.
remind him that you
Yeah.
ain't his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got
Right.
to.
After I done fed you,
Right.
took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I'm put you on my wheel. Bro, when he did that, bro, I ran to my lawyer then to try to get that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack.
Right.
Seriously.
That made you
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
You
So
know,
I've been
damn.
through a lot, bro.
It sounds like a lot to just be the guy.
It
right? Like
is.
if you the heavyweight champion, you're the guy and all of this. It's crazy because I wrote this the other day on my Twitter. I said, we as boxing fans owe Deontay Wilder more respect. And I say that because you was the last great American heavyweight.
Facts.
Like the guy that we could say as U.S., like, this is our guy.
You know what I'm saying?
It was you. And after you,
Yeah, so it seems like they're kind of going off talking about boxing related stuff mainly here. Kind of fucked. Like I said earlier, I like Deontay Wilder. I think he's pretty cool. Still rooting for him. I know he's going to have a pretty crazy comeback. But when it comes down to things like trying to blend your family with individuals from the outside like that, and when I say blend family, I mean, let's say take on someone else's children. People can do what they want, but the facts are the facts here. It is still a risk, no matter what. Whether it works out or not, the risks are going to be the same all around. You're dealing with someone else's children, so you have to consider a few different things, such as, let's say, maybe the mom, maybe the dad is still involved in the life. You have to consider if the relationship is good or bad. You have to consider the temperament of the child. If the child will actually even give a damn about trying to give you a chance to be their father. If the mom will ever or the dad will ever be comfortable with you disciplining the children in whatever way you see fit. If it's more than one child. And the list does go on and on. There's just this big debate, and it's been going on for a few years now, about why you should do it. A real man would do this. I'm going to say this, based on the information I've gained over the years about this topic in particular. When it comes down to something like this, ultimately people do what you want to do, but understand the risks associated with it. Whether you're a man or a woman, taking on someone else's children has consequences. It could be good or bad. It could be a little bit of both, but it's a real thing. And I would understand why somebody would say no before they would say yes, just because of how difficult it may be. In this situation right here, you're dealing with someone that has a lot of money, a lot of status, even now I would say, and he was dragged through the mud by, I guess, his girlfriend, which it's absolutely foolish, in my personal opinion, to put your girlfriend on your will and put her child on your will. That is a little bit crazy. No, that's a lot of bit crazy. We're not talking about giving them, like a little bit of money to go spend, or, even some sort of severance package when you depart from them. We're talking about your will. So that means they're getting everything. They didn't earn it. I don't understand why you did that. Once again, I go back to what I said earlier about the snatch. Man, some people are falling in love with coochie. Some people are falling in love with magic sticks, I guess. I would definitely say before you do anything like this, you want to think about it thoroughly. And with him, I don't think he was really thinking. I think maybe with the status, with the money that he had, and not even that, but maybe him just being someone who was new to that sphere, being like thrown into it, having different women come at him. Deontay he fell short of the common sense. And that's just what happened. It's very unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate. $400,000 is a crazy amount of money. Although in the grand scheme of things, she didn't really take much compared to what he has actually accumulated. But the finesse that he's done, the fact that you did give her a seed, okay, and you do have a child by her, this is something that you're going to be dealing with for arguably I would say, I was going to say a lifetime, but at least directly with her, maybe another decade or so, It's unfortunate. But guys, the one thing we need to make sure we're doing before we lay down with anyone is use common sense.